Man, I've got this peanut in front of me that just doesn't want to go fast. It's the most frustrating thing in the world. I'm on a racetrack in southern Spain in a brand new Lamborghini, and I got this guy putting around like a grandma. Come on. Over the last 10 years, the Gallardo has been Lamborghini's biggest selling car to date, but all good things must come to an end. However, there is a new contender about to step up to the plate, and it's set to be Lamborghini's most technologically advanced car to date. And that's why we're here in southern Spain to get behind the wheel of this, the all-new Lamborghini Huracan. The Ascari race circuit in Ronda, Spain. The track itself is gorgeous, but the surroundings just as nice. Really am super glad that I spent a lot of time learning this track on PlayStation, because it means that I can just get in the car like this and be quick. Sorry, I've got my concentration face on now because we're going pretty quick. And I was supposed to say lots of big words and go into all kind of acronyms about how amazing this car is, but all I really want to do is concentrate on how much fun I'm having in this thing, because it's absolutely epic.
Now I will try to take you in a virtual tour inside the Lamborghini Huracan. You have the first touching point with the car is the steering wheel. We allowed our driver to have the possibility to control the car, first of all with the pedal, where you can upshift, downshift. Also what we call Anima. Anima is the possibility with one click to change reaction, the behavioral of the Huracan.
So on the steering wheel there's this button they call the Anima button, which stands for soul. Italians are always about these sort of emotional, very sort of grand words that they like to use, and this car really does evoke a lot of emotion. I mean, you can hear it. Currently in Corsa mode, which is sticking to the road. And when you switch between the modes, there's so many different things happening. The suspension tightens up, the gear changes get faster, the steering changes. It has variable steering, so it changes the steering. So you don't have to turn the wheel quite as far, you just kind of give it a little tweak and you're flying through the corners.
And also in this new Huracan, we have a V10 engine that is able of an output of 610 horsepower. We decide to adopt is a double clutch, 7-speed gear that allowed the driver to use the car in every kind of condition. To do this, you need a fast reaction time of the car. There are normally a system that control what happened in a car based on 3 accelerometers and 1 gyroscope.
Now that we've finally got some heat into the tyres, she's definitely squirming around a lot more. So this is a good chance to see how well these systems work with the new accelerometers. It's got 3 gyroscopes and 3 accelerometers measuring, I think it's like 1,000 times a second, exactly what the car's doing. Is the car letting go? Does it need a little bit more pressure on the outside, damping? Because the suspension's variable as well, and so it just kind of adapts to what's going on in the car, and it works.
We want to have a car always that when it appears in your rear mirrors, it remains unique. You have to feel something that is fast. So we decided to use, there is a kind of movement, call it futurismo. And they were adding geometrical figures to a shape to add dynamism.
This thing is literally, it's from the future. You can see the influences, you can see the hexagonal design cues throughout the whole car, and it really is just incredible. Hey boys! There's the camera crew out there, just thought I'd wave. They're not having nearly as much fun as I am.
We try to do a big amount of work in the aluminium chassis. We achieve, but we also achieve an increase of the weight. In order to solve the problem, we substitute aluminium with carbon fiber, and the final result was not only to achieve the stiffness, but also to have a weight reduction of 10%.
I would lose my license in a heartbeat in this thing on the street. Heartbeat. as a replacement for the Gallardo. Judging by the sales of the Gallardo, I mean, they sold over 12,000 in the, 10 years that the Gallardo was on sale, which is the biggest run for any Lamborghini ever made. I think the Huracan has a very, very good chance of matching those numbers as well.
The most important car till this time was the Gallardo. Now it's the Huracan. You have to imagine that when we launched the Gallardo in 2003, everybody recognized the solidity and the quality and performance of this car. The Lamborghini Huracan, it has to be full of innovative technology and it has to be absolute in terms of performance. We wanted to create the best possible super sports car on the road.
I would be arrogant to try and make some kind of complaint. Oh, I don't like the stitching on the steering wheel, or this beautiful velour on the seat doesn't match my eyes, but I'm just gonna say it out straight. That's the best fun I have ever had on four wheels. I had some moments, don't get me wrong, where it just kind of lets go ever so slightly. The back end wants to go and the front end wants to go, but then it just kind of pulls it back in altogether. And it just does it so well. It's so composed. And you know what? People are going to say, oh, it's so expensive. It's $237,000 and then some. But look at what you're getting. This thing is absolutely flying around the track. But if I wanted to go and pick up some milk and bread from the shops, no problem. Just as good as that.
Really nice.
Really nice.
Yes. Really good driver.
You're a good driver. We need to do more today. Any day you get to drive a Lamborghini around a racetrack in Spain, well, it's a pretty good day. But when you're driving a supercar that's packed with the latest technology that a company like Lamborghini has to offer, well, it just makes it that much better. I've got to say, the Huracan is a worthy replacement for the Gallardo. We've got a massive hats off to Lamborghini for doing such a wonderful job. For Translogic, I'm Jonathon Buckley. We'll catch you next time.